Ball thrown forward is going to be volleyed clear by Fielding up towards Taylor, who's battled for that manfully there, and it's put back to the goalkeeper in the end. Ramshaw typically chases it down, and it's cleared away, not very effectively, and Papula, 20 yards out, maybe encouraged to shoot, and he's not far away with the effort. He wants a deflection. He says it should be a corner. I don't think he's going to win that claim, though, but it was a decent strike from the youngster. He actually picked up the pieces there, and he wondered whether he had a chance to shoot earlier when the goalkeeper was slightly in a ill-positioned, but he took his time, settled himself, and hit a pretty reasonable effort there, Sam.
Oh, I think it was a great strike. I mean, like you said, I think could he take it slightly earlier? Maybe the keeper's unsettled, but I think he needs to set himself, gets a strike away, goes right back across from where the keeper's coming. It's only just gone wide here from our angle there.
Greenfield, nice pass left-hand side, and it's Ross who's dropped in there to pick up the ball to find Taylor, and he's fouled. Chester fans aren't too impressed with that decision on the far side. A decent following, by the way, over on the touchline on the left wing there from the Chester fans.
Yeah, it's not a short trip that either, is it?
Free kick taken relatively quickly here in the edge of the box for Fielding, and his shot is deflected and collected by the goalkeeper there. The deflection could have taken it anywhere there. Will Stanway thankful to see that one drop into his hands, because that could have been a really difficult moment for the Chester goalkeeper.
He's done well Fielding to get his shot away there as well.
Yeah. He's a player who comes with a high recommendation from Stockport manager Dave Challoner. I'm sure he'll be an interested spectator when to find out how he's done in his loan spell here. Ball whipped into the middle. Ramshaw arrived and he couldn't quite get there. It seemed to almost just skate under his right boot there, Ramshaw, as he tried to get into the box in the 6-yard area there. It was a delicious delivery, an inviting cross. But Moors, number 10, couldn't quite apply the finishing touch, but perhaps the best opener of the game on the half hour here. Moors can't quite profit. Doherty forward. Doherty slips it inside for Taylor. Taylor works it inside even further now for Callum Ross. Ross uses Papula on the right-hand side. This is good football. Papula trying a little trick there maybe, and Ross with a nice ball in, and Ramshaw, he gets really lucky to get the second ball and a chance, and it's blocked, and Taylor arrives and it won't go in.
It not got in?
And it's half cleared away here. The ball in from Ross fell at the feet for Ramshaw. He tried to volley it on goal and ended up perfectly controlling it for himself, but he couldn't quite get his feet right, could he, to get the shot on goal. And then by then a lot of Chester bodies had converged and made it difficult for Glenn Taylor to get the shot cleanly. Well, Will Stanway looks concerned in the Chester goal. There's a 2-3-man wall being put up now. Glenn Taylor well capable, you'd suspect. It's just teed up for him and he drills it low. And Stanway gets down to his left and shows really clean handling, to be fair to him, because Moors were following up very effectively there and Stanway had to hang on, and he did. It was a good, clean strike.
It wasn't a bad effort at all from Glenn Taylor there. Especially coming through bodies. The keeper's done well to get down to it.
Papula. That's a lovely ball. Greenfield's got a bit of space here in the centre circle. He's got Doherty moving forward down his left, and Chester caught a little bit short on this near side, and the ball across, a delicious delivery, and it slid behind by Matty Williams, who had to get there because Moors players were queuing up behind him to make it 1-0 there. Sweeping counter-attack led by Danny Greenfield through the centre. Doherty's low ball in was such an inviting one. And Becker on the right-hand side. Papula for Fielding. His ball knocked in behind, but it's cleared away by Chester. Ramshaw in pursuit, but it's cleared. Pollock with a nice little header down in front of Staunton, and Staunton chips it up the line towards Ramshaw, who can take it on the chest. This is good movement from Moors. That's a nice ball in for Taylor. He plays it through again for Greenfield. Good goalkeeping by Stanway. And he got out to the edge of the box, and such was the cleanness of his challenge. The ball ricochets up to the halfway line, and Chester almost counter-attacking here. Whitehouse has it on the halfway line. Lovely football from Moors, though, involving Ramshaw and Taylor. Greenfield making the run in behind, and it just, if it had take half a yard off the pass, and I think Greenfield probably stabs it home. Whitehouse down the line for Haywood. Chester coming forward again here, but it's intercepted, and Papula does well to find Greenfield there, but it's picked up by Weeks, who might be able to shoot here. Onto his right foot, his shot deflects across and wide of the target from Pollock there. I think it was going wide anyway, but Pollock got in the way as well.
Yeah, I think it's good work from Weeks there. I'm thinking if he just strikes it slightly earlier, maybe has a better effort, but good work from Ben Pollock to get in front of it, even though, like you said, I do believe it was dropping just wide of the post anyway.
Movement now as Greenfield sends it in. Stanway punches clear. Fielding lobs it back into the danger area. It falls loose for Ross, who can drill it across, and Papula got in the way of it and tried to deflect it goalwards, but it just dropped really kindly for Stanway. That could have gone anywhere from Callum Ross there as he drilled it back across goal, and it's really unfortunate it didn't find its way into the net there, Sam.
He caught it with some venom, didn't he? Fired that one back in.
And it's cleared away in the end by Haywood. Up to the substitute, Maguire. And he plays it to his fellow substitute, Caton, who moves it on right, left-hand side now for Whitehouse. Whitehouse, back to Maguire again. Left corner of the 18-yard box now. Maguire can't get
Great
past
challenge.
it. And Becker, who gets it clear. Roberts works it left-hand side, though, for Haywood. Inside for Glendon. Chester suddenly trying to turn it on a bit, and Glendon drives into the box here, left-hand side, back to Whitehouse, who misses his kick. But Caton, just off the bench, doesn't miss his. And Chester go in front on 74 minutes here. It's totally against the run of play, but the substitute with the easiest of finishes past Montgomery when the ball came across. Glendon, the architect, and Moors are trailing now by a goal to nil.
You just felt, didn't you, the longer that Moors failed to find the net themselves, as you mentioned yourself in commentary, the more belief Chester would have in the fans and the players, and it is the substitute, Charlie Caton, who tucks it away.
Pollock gets it back and moves towards the halfway line. Plays it inside now for Fielding. Fielding slides it through a gap for Taylor. He lays it off and it's played at the edge of the box, and Taylor arrives again with a shot, but it's rising. He wants a corner, but the referee's not interested.
Just stretching for it, wasn't he, Taylor, there?
Yeah, he was on the stretch and just couldn't keep his head over the ball, I guess, in the end, and it's...
Yeah, just reaching it there, just naturally leans back and got the power in it, just couldn't quite keep it down, like you say.
Ross slides it forward. Ramshaw back to him. Becker on the halfway line. Now a bit of space for Ramshaw to operate in on the right. His ball low into the box.
It's a good ball into the area.
Taylor tries to give it life for Harris.
Oh, it's a great goal.
Harris
What a
goes
strike.
back on level terms here. 3.5 minutes left. A sweet strike from the substitute.
Well, he's only been on a matter of minutes as well. Lashed it home.
Well, he couldn't have hit it much cleaner. Will Harris there. Fantastic strike. There's a huddle of players on the edge of the 6-yard area. It's difficult to police for the referee. He's trying his best to have a word with them all and just tell them to keep it clean. Let's see what happens when the ball comes in from Greenfield on the right. We're into injury time. I think there's going to be how many minutes?
5
minutes as the ball comes in. It's glanced clear. And then the header from Gallagher is just wide.
Oh, he couldn't have got
for
any
Gallagher, and it
closer.
was a really snap effort there. Just dropped wide.